My name is Olugbo. Who am I? I'm one, a member of Junior Chamber International. Two, I'm a perception manager.
Why are you in Akwa Ibom?
So I led a delegation to Akwa Ibom State today to meet with the Executive Governor, His Excellency Gabriel Udom Emmanuel, to discuss a possible area of collaboration with JCI Nigeria in the area of raising and training leaders, the next generation of leaders in Nigeria.
So this organization makes you see very big people, I suppose.
Well, it depends on what you mean by very big, but
and governor is a very big
JCI unites all sectors of society, and that includes government. So we do our best to be an all-inclusive organization.
So since we are already delving into the topic, why don't you do us the honor of talking to us about JCI?
Okay. So JCI is Junior Chamber International, like you earlier said. We're an organization of young active citizens. We're a group of young people between the ages of 18 and 40. What we seek to do is to create development opportunities that empower young people to create positive change. JCI gathers young people from the ages of 18, and we try to first of all develop ourselves, make leaders out of the regular young people that you see on the streets, and then throw back those leaders into their different communities to go make a positive difference, to go create positive change, to go create impact. So bottom line for us is always impact, whether in people or in communities. Impact must be made. JCI is present in over 130 countries across the world. Nigeria is one of such countries. So we have 4 different areas by the structure of JCI. There's Europe, there's Americas, Asia and Pacific, and then Africa and Middle East. JCI Nigeria is one of the almost 40 countries in the Africa and Middle East region of JCI. JCI Nigeria has been in Nigeria for about 62 years. We're present in about 30 of the 36 states of the country, including the Federal Capital Territory. And we're present in almost every tertiary institution or higher institution of learning in Nigeria. So a lot of us joined whilst we were in school, actually. Okay. You must be within the ages of 18 and 40 to join JCI. Now we have people that are over the 40-year mark. And these people are the ones we refer to as our alumni. So they are still members, but I mean, effectively, the only thing they cannot do is vote or be voted for. Therefore, they can still support, we can still carry out our projects together. Again, one of the ways, for some of us, one of the only ways we give back to the society is through JCI because of the different projects that we carry out. So it's an opportunity to also give back to the community. So that's, for a lot of us, actually, it's the only opportunity, the only way we give back. That in itself, you'd agree with me, comes with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that you are able to give back to a part of yourself, and your resources. So we believe strongly, and we do quite a lot. JCI does a whole lot in the different communities where we exist.
But before you get to what you do in the different communities you go to, if somebody's already above 40 and wants to identify with what you do, maybe because of the fact that it's service to humanity,
it's not impossible. Like I said earlier, the only thing you will not be able to do, or things you will not be able to do, are to vote or be voted for. You can still join, you can still be a part of the project. We have a lot of people like that. Okay. They still want to be a part, they will love what we do. Okay. They still want to be a part of it. They don't mind not voting or being voted for, really. So once you hit the age of 40, even those of us that are members, once you're 40, you really cannot play in the political space anymore. Otherwise, you can still do all that you want to do.
Very well then. So what other things do you need to consider before you become a member? You said you have to be between 18 and 40.
Yes, so we also encourage you to visit 1 or 2 local organizations.
What a local organization?
I was just going to say we refer to our chapters as local organizations. Oh. So we have chapters spread across, like I mentioned earlier, across the country. The different chapters, I try to say to intending members, have different flavors, so to speak. So you have chapters that are really focused on business. Majority of them in the chapter are business persons, business owners. They talk business a lot. There are different chapters, there are other chapters that are more interested in, strong focus on the SDG, even though as an organization, everything we do is centered around the Sustainable Development Goals. Yes, but there are, so the different chapters have different feel, different flavor, different what they are interested in, what they love, and what they are known for. Okay. So we encourage people to attend one or two, so that you are able to figure out by yourself the one that you seem to flow better with.
I'll first of all start with a very popular quote from the United States of America President John F. Kennedy. He said, "Harvard gave me education, but Junior Chamber International gave me education for life." As a young graduate of Faculty of Agriculture, University of Benin, I'll say the decision to join JCI has been the best decision ever in my life. Little by little, I know everything about something, and it has really given me opportunity that my BSc certificate has not. The people I've met, the stages I have found myself, the people, the contacts, and others. I've had an opportunity of reorienting youths across the length and breadth of South, and Southeast in 2019 via this very platform that ordinarily my BSc wouldn't have given me. It has given me an opportunity to lead several young persons through making impact in their different society. And actually, it has really been a privilege. It has really changed my life.
For me, JCI is my life. I started way back 1997. I've been reading the creed since then. The whole of my family members are JCs. 3 of my elder brothers joined the junior chambers in 1996. And all the time I wake up, I read the creed, and I was like, immediately I got into the university, the first thing I looked for was from JCI. And I got it, and I joined. And since then, it has been part of my life.
JCI has created a lot of impact in me. I'm a nurse by profession, but in my work sector, they see me, I travel, I organize meetings, I show what I am, what I have learned in the organization. I have been taking up that leadership position even in the office, okay, where you need to criticize, where you need to put your impacts. I've been doing all that, courtesy JCI.
JCI is a lifestyle. JCI is a family. JCI is a learning experience. JCI is a university of sorts. JCI is a drug. And look, anybody that you find a committed member of the organization, all you need to ask is, why are you a member of JCI? Tell me if you find one person that tells you why they are there. We really don't know why we're there, but we're there. And we just love being there. That's why I say it's like a drug. So it's our fix. It helps you to find yourself in different areas. It also helps you to be relevant in society, impact society. So it gives you fulfillment being a member of JCI.
JCI is everything. And at the end, I am JCI.
For me, JCI is my thing, and I am JCI.
It's a youth leadership organization where you come in, you develop yourself, you get better, you strive to attend trainings, you know, which is where you get better. Because we've had the opportunity of several sessions by people that you probably would not be able to pay for, to listen to. Someone like Bill Gates, someone like Bono. We've had people like that speak to us, you know, which I probably would not have been able to afford their sessions. But that's what JCI offers you. It offers you that opportunity to get better. So it's up to you, really. If you want to get better, then you put in a lot more. And then you get better being a member of Junior Chamber International. So that's really what it is. It's an organization that helps you to be better. It helps you to have a sense of belonging in any society or any environment. Yeah. You find out that even if you go to a place and things are not going right, spontaneously you just want to sort things out, because that's what JCI does to you. It turns you into a better person who wants to see better things around you.
And before I got in, I've known anything, most of my lectures, trainings, I've always been about operations and logistics. But guess what? I thought I knew a whole lot about administration and management, but for the past 6-7 months, JCI had rebranded my idea of how admin and management of people, resources, and every other thing that is being put into your hands to work on. And JCI is everything. Come leaders, come entrepreneurs, come managers, resource persons, and all that. If we have a whole lot of people join Junior Chamber International, we would have a better Nigeria and a greater world free of any violent, disease, or whatsoever character that is against either the law or humanity as a whole.
JCI has an opportunity that can really change our lives as young individuals. We're in a world where leadership is very essential, and we can't get the best of leadership if not from this platform. It has given this platform to become a global leader, learned a whole lot of presentation skills via this very platform.
I want to believe that a serious-minded person would also want to develop themselves. Yeah, a serious-minded person would want to network. You would want to do business. You would want to also travel. You know, many years ago, this is not to give an idea of how long ago I joined, but JCI was divided into areas of opportunity. So maybe that would have helped people to understand it more. We had business opportunity, we had networking opportunities, we had traveling. I think it was about 4 or 5 areas at the time. So those are the things that will point you in the direction of the opportunities and the gains, the value added to you for being a member of the organization.
We place a lot of emphasis on structure, and we have a lot of regard and respect for our structure. We also have something that we refer to as a constitution. That's what guides us. It's our Bible or our Quran, as you like to call it. Like when I joined JCI in the university, the first thing that attracted me to them is the fact that I saw young people like me on campus. And I noticed that on certain days I see them all kitted up in suits with tie, and I'm thinking, who are these guys? When we're all wearing jeans and our dungarees and all over campus. And then they're always, you know. So one day I joined one of their meetings, and I saw the structure, the whole parliamentary procedure. You could not just stand up to speak, you had to raise your hand. The chair of the meeting, either the president or whoever was chairing the meeting, had to recognize you and then give you the floor to speak. And then you speak, and then while speaking, someone raises a, you know, I found it so
raises what? Emotion?
Yeah, I mean, so depending on what is being talked.
Assembly?
Absolutely. I mean, that's about what it is. So I thought this was so much structure amongst young people. You know, so immediately I looked at it and I thought it would not be difficult for anybody in this room to vie for any political office in Nigeria in future, because really everything that needs to be learned is being taught here. So that struck the chord for me, and I held on to it very closely.
If you work hard enough, they'll make you a life member. So whilst you're trying to be relevant in society, you're working hard, and then when you think you're 40 and you want to exit, they now tell you that you've worked hard, you have life membership. So that's what keeps you in the organization. And then there's something called JCI Senator, which is what they now confer on you as life member. So I remember a visit of the world president to Lagos, and we had to host the world president. And then he saw how we did everything in such a formal and representable manner. He was impressed, and then they brought up that issue of us just sticking to business. And he said, if that's what they want to do and they're doing it well, then let them be.
I thought I knew a lot about leadership before now. Not until I was president in 2017 in Junior Chamber International, Nigeria, University of Benin. That is when I learned the servant leadership. I felt I knew a lot serving as leader from primary school, secondary school, university, 100, 200 level. But in my 400 level, when I became president in 2017, I got a whole lot of experience as a leader. It has changed my mindset towards leadership. I can now manage young individuals, manage projects. Most of the soft skills I have today, writing, speaking in the public, copywriting, project management, all of those things were things I got from JCI. JCI has really given me opportunities to become better. I have had opportunity of traveling to several states across Nigeria, via this very platform. It has enormous opportunity for me as a young person.
It's part of JCI. I remember years back, like 12 years ago, while I started all in school and I saw some group of persons gathered. Yeah, in the hostel. I know a lot of persons will be going around picking things, doing one service or the other. I looked at people, I said, are these students? They said, yes, they are. I said, okay, so what are you doing? They said, they're trying to do some cleanup and all that. I said, wow, I'd like to be one of you. And I saw part of their dressing, I saw their pattern of meetings, and I kicked up from there. And all the way from University of Calabar. And here I am today. I'm based in Port Harcourt, in JCI Port Harcourt Metro, like we call it. Okay, JCI has created a lot of impact in me. I'm a nurse by profession, but in my work sector, they see me, I travel, I organize meetings, I show what I am, what I have learned in the organization.
I always try to tell people the truth. After saying all that I've said, it looks really colorful and nice. But I must also say, and I tell people that JCI is not cheap. And it's not cheap because if you decide for yourself that you want to attend conferences, you want to get better by meeting people in all the other areas in the country, all the other areas of the world, you've got to travel. So it's going to cost you money. So the minute you're able to see it as an investment, then you get better. And one of the things that people don't realize is when you work in an establishment and you have imbibed some of the qualities of Junior Chamber International, they will ask you questions. And they're like, how did you know all of this? And then you begin to talk about it. Oh, I learned this from JCI. Now, when it's time for a conference, and then you say that you want time off to go for a conference, trust me, I have experienced it. The office might even do part sponsorship for you to go to the conference to come back better. The reason why people don't get the things they want to do is because there's hardly any impact. So people don't even see any value added in that anyway. But when people see value in you and people see you bring things to the table, some people will want to invest in you. There are people that just sponsor people to go for conferences every year, and they know the conferences every year. I used to work in a place, and so they come up and they say, okay, at the beginning of the year, so when do you want to go on break? Your leave is 4 weeks. And mine is always very simple. So they have to ask me, how you don't even think about it. My own is May and November. May for area conference JCI, November World Congress JCI. I
call that the K factor, that is constant. Faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life. And the God here, we are not trying to be religious. Any God you believe in, that's the God we are talking about. That it gives purpose and meaning to your life as an individual. And also, Earth's greatest treasure lies in my personality, in human personality, in your personality. Those are my best lines in JCI Creed.
Service to humanity is the best work of life.
Junior Chamber International, being a global organization, it just helps you get better. And it puts you on the right pedestal. You will be amazed at how you can grow within just 1 year. So if you love yourself, sign up and join Junior Chamber International. Then you can thank me later.
I want to say that every young person out there, within the age of 18 to 40, you find yourself in a university, you find yourself in a polytechnic, you find yourself in a college of education. Do well to find an opportunity of joining JCI. If you don't have one, you have a whole lot of social media handle you can always reach out to.
Just come join the organization and you have a lot to learn. What area do you want to perfect your life? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to grow in your business? Do you want to meet people? All that we do in JCI.
JCI is the place to be. I'm not saying this because I'm a member, but believe me, the kind of leaders that we need, the kind of leaders that will change the society for good, the kind of leaders that will create positive change are the kind of leaders that JCI raises. I therefore would like to encourage young people who are yet to be members of JCI to join the train before it zooms off. I am JCI.